I love dinosaurs. But who doesn't, you know? I'm pretty sure it's a universal constant of growing up, like puberty or sadness. But not everyone makes it their personality well into adulthood. But I do, and now it's your problem. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of anything prehistory. I mean, I think anything from the early man to the Precambrian days. But for now, we'll just focus on dinosaurs. So I guess I'll talk about some dinosaurs that I love, starting with some classic ceratopsians. Now, they weren't my favorite as a kid. To be specific, the Parasaurolophus was my favorite herbivore as a kid, but I've grown to love the simplicity of these things. Look at this one, or even this one. There's so many types of ceratopsians, and some of them aren't even related to each other all that much, but they just, fill the same ecological niche, so they come out looking fucking sick. I mean, there's other creatures like Velociraptor, which, despite being different from their portrayal in most of pop culture, I still think look fucking rad. Look at this little guy. Look at his little big tail. Or how about my favorite carnivore, Spinosaurus? No, not that one. This one. The Spinosaurus was first discovered in 1912 and then named in 1915 by Ernest Stromer after the discovery of a partial skeleton. These were destroyed during World War II after British aircraft bombed the museum on accident, but regardless, we've found some additional remains in the 90s and 2000s in Algeria and Morocco. So we don't have a ton to go on, essentially. It's no Triceratops, but we do try our damnedest to make sense of what we got. So this is what we came up with, except that's cringe and soy and wrong, because thanks to recent studies, we can infer that the Spinosaurus looked more like this. That's right, it's a based quadruped-pilled Chad. There was already evidence that Spinosaurus fed on fish and was built for an amphibious lifestyle, but because of lack of fossils, there was slim evidence of a tail that supported propulsion through the water. Until my boy Nazar and his team went back to previous sites where Spinosaurus had previously been found and just looked for more. Eventually they found a remarkably intact fin-like tail that one could use to swim around. They basically found this out by building a model of the tail and seeing if flapping it through water could support the weight a Spinosaurus probably would have been. There's also the topic of the Spinosaurus bone density, which, to skip over the science again, I mean, I could talk about this animal all day, but I gotta move on eventually. Gives scientists the impression that it couldn't swim through the water 24/7, so it probably would have walked along the bottom of the river like a hippo, which is terrifying, to say the least. Have you ever wondered what dinosaurs actually sounded like? I know what they sound like. They roar. Look at this thing. It definitely roars, I hear you say smugly. Well, you're wrong, and shut up. So, here's the thing. Yeah, traditionally you would assume dinosaurs roared, but recently there have been efforts to find out what dinosaurs might have sounded like, you know, by rebuilding their skulls and finding out how air would travel and what they're capable of. And basically what that's shown us, especially in the scenario that I'm going to be talking about with the Tyrannosaurus, is that it wasn't really capable of roaring like you've seen it do in movies, but it's more capable of a low-frequency growl or rumble, a lot like a crocodile would. Which is pretty terrifying, and I think it's cooler than a roar, in my opinion. There's also the dinosaur I mentioned earlier, the Parasaurolophus, which they also rebuilt its skull, threw some air in there, and figured out that this is maybe what it sounded like. I think it's pretty cool. And to end off the video, because I don't know how to end this video, we're going to do a quick based or cringe on dinosaurs in video games, because I'm a gamer, and I play games, and there's dinosaurs in some of them. Cringe. I hate this one. I hate this one with all of my heart. This one's based. It has a lot more story than people get it credit for. Also based. Also probably one of the greatest works of fiction to ever come out of humankind. I'm going to say Tomb Raider's cringe, because you have to kill the dinosaurs. That makes me sad. Listen, I know what I said in the last one, but this is too fucking cool. It's little mech things. It's fucking dope. This one still counts because of the Wyoming level, and it's fucking cool. It's based. It's nice. It's cute. It's cool.